Hey, Mitch the RV guy here for RVs of Sacramento, bringing another fantastic travel trailer. This gym is a 2020 Jayco Whitehawk, the 29 bunkhouse. Extremely flexible layout with a huge bedroom with a walk-around queen bed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start out by showing you the inside. We're going to talk about some of the features and build quality that really sets Jayco apart, why they're able to give you that warranty that's 100% longer than the other manufacturers, and why the build quality is giving you such a better resale value. Then we're going to go around the outside, and I'm going to talk about how the difference in towing and construction of the Jayco will make a difference in your life. Let's go ahead and get started, guys. This is the perfect RV for families or for people that just want to be able to have the option to have some friends come with them. You have the two large double-sized bunks over here that both support 600 pounds each. Talk about actual adult couples coming with you. And the bottom one even has an area for it to lift up to have additional storage. Let me start out by showing you. Just take a look at this sleeping area. You have this huge double bunk up here, and unlike other manufacturers that use OSB particle board, Jayco uses actual plywood. That's why we can give you a 600-pound rating on this bunk. And you have a 600-pound rating on this bunk down here. Now, I mentioned that it had extra storage, so how does that work? So first thing that you can do is you lift this guy up right here, and that actually connects up to the top, and then this door opens, and it gives you that entire area right there for storage, which can be really, really nice. You can even fit some bicycles in there, really. Have some very creative uses for the space. It's your space, of course. The bathroom itself, nice large bathroom with a real glass shower surround. And this is an actual duo-form ABS shower. It's not the cheap plastic and the cheap fiberglass. And it's a fully supported shower. So most RV manufacturers have their showers on stilts so that they can actually raise the shower pan off the floor right there to give you that PVC P-pipe between that and the floor itself. Jayco is a fully supported shower. So if you get into that shower and you jump up and down as a normal-sized adult, you're going to be just fine in that shower. If you get into other manufacturers and you basically just bob a little bit, you're going to feel like the shower floor is about ready to fall out from underneath you. And that's because the shower floor is about ready to fall out from underneath you. You're only relying on the physical strength of that fiberglass, which is real thin fiberglass in most of those manufacturers, and maybe plastic. Large U-shaped dinette table that is great for gaming. It has plenty of space for people and turns into a large sleeper as well. And you got large windows all the way across. So when you get to a beautiful, majestic campsite, you can actually look out when you're having breakfast and see the campsite. Nice residential style sofa here that does turn into a very large sleeper. Again, perfect for two more adults. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sleeping, and then 7, 8. That's 8 people right there, not including the dinette, which turns into a bed as well. Jayco gives you real wood fascia for the slide out, and it actually gives you structure beam that goes across the actual top of the slide out, supporting this, maintaining its shape. All the other manufacturers use lumber. Jayco's the only one in the world to use actual structure beam. This is pre-wired for solar on both the roof and the side panel, which is nice. Right across from the couch is your entertainment center with your Furrion TV that is climate smart, so it's designed to be stored in extreme climates. Most manufacturers give you an off-the-shelf television. This also gives you a very nice fireplace that has nearly a 5,000 BTU heater built into it. This is your American tradition layout. So, of course, nice Stacy Stewart designed interior. World-famous designer working with Jayco on its travel trailers. It's really made a huge difference. Dometic temperature selectable refrigerator freezer. That is the 8 cubic foot model. And you have your Furrion home style. Very nice oven with high output burners, along with your high point microwave. And the Jayco cabinetry is a big deal. These are actually real wood cabinetry with integrated glass. It's integrated properly, and it's actually screwed and glued, and it has steel backing plates inside the walls. So I can actually grab this cabinet, and I can shake the entire trailer on this cabinet, and it's not coming apart from the wall. LG solid surface countertops, along with the nice stainless steel sink. Double side makes it real easy to do dishes, and the high-rise faucet, which is your home style faucet with the pull out. It even gives you these cool little guys right here that comes up, and it's got 2 110 power outlets along with 2 USB that goes down and out of the way when you don't need it. Even the Jayco drawers. These are full residential ball bearing glide drawers, plywood built, 75-pound rated. Other manufacturers are only going to give you the rating of 30 pounds, maybe 50 pounds. That's really pushing it. Most of them load just 30 pounds. Even the AC is the ultra quiet AC system, and then it's helix ducted. So that means there's no 90-degree turns in the AC ducting. It makes it so when you have your AC on, it's much quieter. And not to mention the fact that you have double insulation in both the roof and the floor on a Jayco, and you have insulated layer underneath the slide room, you actually don't need that AC nearly as much as you do in the other manufacturers because of the build quality. Walk around queen bed here, and again, that automotive style windshield. That is not a window up there like the old school travel trailers that you might have PTSD on because of a leak. Nice wardrobes on both sides, a place for you to mount another television, and a humongous, absolutely large storage closet here in the master bedroom, which is quite nice indeed. This is got the best layout that you can have for this size and be very, very family friendly. One of the main things that sets Jayco apart from the other manufacturers is they really focus on how easy it is to tow your travel trailer when you're going down the road. For example, they give you Dexter never adjust axles. What's nice about these is you never have to adjust the brakes on them. Almost every travel trailer requires you to periodically adjust the brakes or the brakes become out of alignment. Now, how many of you guys even know that? Very few RV salespeople even know that. If your brakes are out of alignment, that can screw up your stopping distance by 50%. That's a huge difference. Say you're going down the road in a very nice forested area and a deer runs out in front of you and you slam on your brakes. In a Jayco with the never adjust Dexter axles, you're not going to have to worry about you having excess stopping distance. You might stop right in front of that deer and then you go, man, that was an up close and personal encounter. Without the Dexter axles, you could stop between, instead of 100 foot, up to 150 foot in stopping distance. And that's the difference between having an interesting story and really having an interesting story, which you don't want. Jayco also gives you Goodyear tires. The nice thing about these endurance tires is they're designed to resist sidewall puncture. So if there's debris coming down the road and it smacks into the side of your tires, on the cheapo tires, you're going to have a blowout and it's going to cause a lot of damage. These ones are very, very resistant to that. They're also rated for 87 miles an hour. A lot of manufacturers don't go that high. And it's 80 PSI. That's critical. You can actually fill these tires up to the recommended PSI at a gas station or using your home compressor. Most of the cheaper tires are going to be 110 PSI. That forces you to go to a truck stop to properly inflate your tires. Jayco also gives you a wide track stance. Spacing out how close together the tires are, that's going to greatly reduce the vibration that's coming into the trailer and shaking everything apart. One of the main reasons why you get a better resale value. One of the main things that sets Jayco apart from the other manufacturers is they really focus on how easy it is to tow your travel trailer when you're going down the road. For example, they give you Dexter never adjust axles. What's nice about these is you never have to adjust the brakes on them. Almost every travel trailer requires you to periodically adjust the brakes or the brakes become out of alignment. Now, how many of you guys even know that? Very few RV salespeople even know that. If your brakes are out of alignment, that can screw up your stopping distance by 50%. That's a huge difference. Say you're going down the road in a very nice forested area and a deer runs out in front of you and you slam on your brakes. In a Jayco with the never adjust Dexter axles, you're not going to have to worry about you having excess stopping distance. You might stop right in front of that deer. And then you go, man, that was an up close and personal encounter. Without the Dexter axles, you could stop between, instead of 100 foot, up to 150 foot in stopping distance. And that's the difference between having an interesting story and really having an interesting story, which you don't want. Jayco also gives you Goodyear tires. The nice thing about these endurance tires is they're designed to resist sidewall puncture. So if there's debris coming down the road and it smacks into the side of your tires, on the cheapo tires, you're going to have a blowout and it's going to cause a lot of damage. These ones are very, very resistant to that. They're also rated for 87 miles an hour. A lot of manufacturers don't go that high, and it's 80 PSI. That's critical. You can actually fill these tires up to the recommended PSI at a gas station or using your home compressor. Most of the cheaper tires are going to be 110 PSI. That forces you to go to a truck stop to properly inflate your tires. Jayco also gives you a wide track stance. Spacing out how close together the tires are, that's going to greatly reduce the vibration that's coming into the trailer and shaking everything apart. One of the main reasons why you get a better resale value. Outside, you can really get a good look at that best-in-class automotive windshield. Remember, this is not a leaky front window like back in the day. That is an actual automotive windshield, just like you have in your car, along with this nice molded fiberglass cap cover here. Of course, you're going to have like your electric front lift. This, on the other hand, is really special for Jayco. This is a Norco frame. This is the strongest pound-for-pound frame in the entire industry. For example, this is actually going to be an integrated A-channel. So you see this A-channel right here? Most manufacturers, that A-channel is going to stop right here at the first outrigger. Jayco actually, it comes in and it integrates into the main I-beam. Those two I-beams make up the vast majority of the strength of your chassis, and those outriggers that go across, they're like the rib cage, the ribs in your rib cage coming off of that spine of your I-beam. Jayco gives you more outriggers between 4 and 6 feet apart. Other manufacturers are 8 feet apart. That's not nearly as strong of a frame, and that's going to put a lot of stress on your sidewalls. Not a problem with the Jayco. Outside storage is really, really nice. Not only do you have this huge amount of outside pass-through storage, it actually comes with this cool little pull-out table right here. And look at the decor. It's that very, very nice modern farmhouse design decor all the way throughout. Nice steps that you get into this. This actually is going to use very nice G20 automotive safety glass, which is tinted, and it's the frameless design. What's nice about that, not only is the tint going to save your interior, but the frameless design actually has the seam beneath the actual glass there, and that's going to cause the seam to not have nearly as much wear. Huge power awning, along with your two marine grade speakers, an outside television mount, which is very, very nice, and of course, being a Jayco, it has incredible insulation. You have double insulation in the roof, double insulation in the floor, insulation pad in the slide room floor. It's crazy. This is for your main step. This is your more step above system, which is very nice, along with the large grab handle, and of course, what is going to be complete without your very, very nice outside kitchen layout? Not only does it give you a really cool little, look at this Jayco bottle opener here. You pull it open and you've got your barbecue grilling out here. You have your outside sink along with your refrigerator. Everything's ready to go. Now guys, most manufacturers, what they're going to do is they're going to take your sidewalls and they're going to slap them together, basically just on this roller. And they slap the layers together with glue, and they push the sidewall down into a press that's basically the spinning tube that's going to spit it out in about 2 seconds on the other side, and that's your sidewall. Nice rear camera prep here on the Jayco. Now Jayco doesn't do that. They take the quality of their coach seriously. That's why you get that 2-year warranty instead of the 1-year warranty on the other guys. This is vacuum bonded sidewall. So they take the sidewall and they put it into a hydraulic press that pushes down at 144 tons, and it does that for 16 minutes, and that's what forms your sidewalls. That's what forms your floor. Guys, that's so much better. Imagine, that's basically like every NFL team in the entire NFL, all the team members standing on top of your RV wall. Look at the construction difference between that and what you get from the other manufacturers. Also your roof. This Jayco Magnum truss system is rated for 4,500 pounds. That is strong. One of the main reasons we're able to do that is Jayco uses actual strong 2x2 wood studs to support your actual roof trusses. Other manufacturers are going to use 1-inch, flimsy, tiny little aluminum studs. Also, Jayco's 2x2 wood studs are connected via oversized nail plates on both sides. Even on the truss wood, the other manufacturers are only going to use one undersized nail plate. Guys, at 3,000 pounds, your average manufacturer, the roof is starting to cave in. At 4,500 pounds, the roof is literally completely collapsing into the coach, where your Jayco roof is just fine. One of the main reasons you have so much better resale value on the Jaycos.